everybody. Welcome back to the Muse Memorandum. I'm JJ, your host, and we are back for another episode of the Conversation series. This is episode 7 of season 1, and it's our long-awaited Halloween special, as you can see. We have an excellent guest with us this evening, Dusty Rose, joining us from Detroit, and so excited to have him on with me. Dusty is a singer, songwriter, and guitarist. He has been a member of His Name Is Alive, Wolfman Band, Slow, is it Slow? Or SL?
Yeah.
And Infinity People, and now has his own project, the Dusty Rose Band. So without much further ado, I'm going to invite you on, Dusty, but first I want to give a special thanks to your family for giving up time with you this evening so you can come on and talk with us and share a bit about yourself and your music. So thanks so much and welcome to the show. How you doing?
Good. Thanks so much for having me. It's so cool.
I'm thrilled to have you on. And your costume is awesome.
Thank you. I just had to run out and get these.
They really make the whole look, you know. So, would you be able to tell us a little bit about yourself and your music, just to start out, like a little of your background?
Yeah. Beginning. I grew up south of Detroit, downriver, and I started playing guitar when I was probably like 10 or so, 10, 11.
Wow.
All my buddies got guitars and started doing the whole, just trying to learn and stuff. And actually, me and my buddy traded guitar for bass. So I guess I really learned more on bass, like the basic stuff, and listening to songs and learning how to play them by listening by ear. And then eventually, I don't know when, switched back to guitar because it was easier to write songs on. And yeah, just been going like that ever since. Just playing by ear. I have a thing with my eyes, so I've just learned to play by ear by listening to records or playing with people and just hearing it instead of seeing it, kind of thing. And
Wow.
Yeah, fun.
Very cool. So, what was maybe the inspiration for you to get into music?
At that age, early on, I think there was like older friends, older brothers played and stuff. But then the thing that actually made me want to get, sorry, you can hear my pug.
It's okay. My cat's probably going to go crazy a little later, so.
Okay. The thing that actually got me into wanting to play guitar was hearing Queen. For like the first time, that was like the first band that really made me think like, oh, I think I actually like a kind of music. I like the way that sounds, because I used to, when I heard Bohemian Rhapsody on the radio as a kid, like on a what do you call it, like a boombox with the tape deck in it, I'd wait to hear the song so I could record it, and then I had to figure out what it was. Like I asked my cousins, like, do you know what this is? And they're like, oh yeah, it's Queen. I was like, okay, cool. And then I was like, okay, so I got to go buy this CD. And I went and got Night at the Opera, put it on, and I was just like, this is great. And then the second song, where he does this like really cool like 3-part guitar harmony, blew my mind. And ever since then I was just like, I want to do that. That sounds so cool and fun. Like trying to figure out how to do it. I'm nowhere near getting. I'm not even close to where Brian May is, but yeah, Queen was definitely what got me into like wanting to play guitar.
Understandably so. I love Queen so much. Such energy.
Yeah. We just got to see him for the second time.
It's so cool. How was it?
It was awesome. And it was such a cool, really crazy show too. Like a real production. It was great.
Even without Freddie.
I know. They had a hologram of him. And I
Wow.
started crying.
Oh my gosh.
I cried a few times. Well, the first time we saw him, I was just a mess because I was like waiting to see this like since I was a kid, and yeah. Be quiet.
It's okay.
Yeah, it was really good. Really, it's just like a proper show. Not just like a concert. It was like the whole thing, the whole night. It was really great.
Amazing. Awesome. So, do you do any other kind of creative stuff aside from your music?
I used to do sculpting. I actually weirdly the reason I don't do it anymore is because I went to school for it. And it go get your baby. Go. Yeah, I always liked it. I always liked sculpting, and going to school for it was just like kind of a nightmare because I chose it because you you don't have to see well or at all to sculpt. So I was just like, well, this is my medium. This is gonna be good. I'm gonna pick him up.
Okay, sure. It's okay. We love the pets.
Aw. Yeah, and it was just like a lot of I don't know how you say it. They wanted me to do things I wasn't able to do. Like I had to take drawing classes, and they wanted me to, to draw someone from across the room. And I said I can't do that because of my eye condition. So they pretty much told me I was gonna have to like, settle for lesser grades and stuff. And then I was just like, yeah.
I don't blame you.
It was kind of weird. It just kind of took all the fun out of it for a while. I've been wanting to get back to it for a while, but we'll see.
So do you think did you do some sculpting then?
Yeah, I did.
You did?
I did some before then, and then while I was going to the school, I did some there, and yeah, it was just kind of weird. Once I knew I was done with it, I just kind of had bad taste in my mouth with the whole thing. So I was just took a break for a long time really, but yeah, I'd like to get back to it. It's fun.
Do you feel like it may sort of have any influence on your music at all?
Yeah, I think so. I definitely, yeah, I think my brain works kind of the same way when I'm approaching both. Oh my god. He's never like this too. He'll go to sleep,
It's
and now he's just like,
okay.
okay, calm down. Yeah, I think I definitely approach him in a similar way.
Cool. Well, hopefully we'll get to see some of your sculpture someday if you get back to it.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you have any standout moments with people or just experiences that may have left a mark on you and have influence on your music?
Definitely the Queen thing, like I said, and then starting to come to Detroit when I was younger was definitely like shocking. For like any kid when you're getting into something and then you're like, oh, where are people doing this? Like, we're gonna go find people who are doing things that I'm interested in, and you go from where you grew up to whatever. You're Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So like going to Chicago, like big city. For me, it was to Detroit for the first few times, and like meeting people who were actually playing shows and recording records, and just meeting so many nice, cool people, and a lot of them I'm still friends with today. The first people that I met, like the first times when I was in like high school playing shows, still see these people around. They're still like really good friends. And yeah, it was like, just seeing people do it. It was just like, oh yeah, you can just do this. So then we started booking shows like in high school. We were going to bars that we were definitely not old enough to be in.
That's awesome.
But yeah, just seeing it for the first, year or so, just like blowing my mind.
So what was were you in a band in that time frame, like high school?
Nothing really like set. It was more just like playing with friends who were around, getting little things together, or like going and like, the older cool people being like, hey, can I sit in with your band? And sometimes they'd let you, and it was like, oh, it's so cool.
And what was the first band you were in?
First band I was in, well, it wasn't my band. It was some friends of mine's band called London Hammer.
Cool
It was
name.
cool. It was like kind of shoegazy, slow stuff, which I was full on like, I want to do MC5 and Stooges. Like, I want to go crazy. But yeah, I played with them for a little bit, like when we were all just trying to figure it out. And then the first band that I had going was, I more just played in other people's stuff for like a really long time, which, I mean, I still have been doing even now. And well, like having my band, this is like my first real push for my own band.
Mm-hmm.
I've always kind of either got asked to do like join someone else's band or play with somebody, or I want, I ask them, can I be in your band, that kind of thing. So yeah, this is like my first real like push for my own thing.
So you started it up.
Yeah. I was telling my partner, I was like, this is my first big try at it, and if it doesn't work, it's my last big try.
Well, I'm glad that you're trying.
Yeah.
So when did you form this band?
I'm sorry?
When did you form this band?
I guess a little over a year ago. We've had pretty big lineup change since, people in and out. But we pretty much started, I think we played one show, and then we're recording the album like right after that. So yeah, it's been moving quick. It was, we've been recording it for a while, but it was quick that we like show in the studio, let's go, let's make things happen, and it's been going really good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So is this album out?
No, we're still, it's like this close to being done. We're wrapping up little things. I had to wait on different weird guitar stuff, and then I finally got COVID at one point, which actually kind of halted everything. I didn't get it for like 3 years, and then last winter I got it, and I had a really weird thing happen where I didn't feel sick. I was like, oh, I feel really sore, like I worked out for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And then took the COVID test, and was like, hey, my partner was like, yeah, you have COVID, and I was just like, ah, shit. And then I had a weird thing where I had really bad muscle like fatigue, to the point where I was like, my knees felt like they were gonna buckle walking downstairs.
Wow.
And then I was so weak, I was having a hard time playing guitar, which was like the scariest thing ever.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I couldn't have the guitar strap on my shoulder. I had to sit down, and like even like my fingers felt like, oh, just like,
wow,
totally drained. So that was scary. And then over a couple months, I had to just, keep doing it as I normally do and kind of build strength back up. But it was weird. And then trying to finish vocals right after all that was not ideal either. So it was kind of a break in between. So that's why mainly why that taken a while to record, but it's almost done.
Excellent. Very exciting. Long time coming, I guess, with all those
it's going to be
like hiccups.
So worth it and fun. I already got fun ideas for music videos and all that fun extra stuff and shows planned and just a lot of big plans.
Great. So are you gonna do kind of a full tour or just like a regional tour?
I don't know yet. We're doing local stuff to start. I don't know if we could do a tour as of yet with everyone's schedules, but I think everybody's on board. Like, let's definitely do Chicago. Let's go to New York. Let's, whatever makes sense for like a long weekend. Like do, maybe a couple cities in a weekend. Yeah, we got a good lead in Chicago. We just played at a bar here with a band. One of the members from Acid Mother's Temple from Japan. We played with his solo band in Detroit and made some good contacts with their drummer who's from Chicago. And she was like, yeah, I really want to have you guys come out. So like, awesome.
Cool. Exciting.
Yeah. And then I've always dreamed of going and playing in Japan. So hopefully like.
Yeah.
Cool.
That'll be amazing.
Yeah. One day.
Very exciting. So did you write all the songs for this album? Or was it like
Yep. We were maybe gonna do one cover that we do live sometimes, but I don't know. For the first one I figured we just do all originals and time too. Some of the songs are pretty long, so I didn't want to go over.
Do you sing all of them? Are they all okay?
Yep, sing them, and then we have my friend Kara Meister is also singing. She's not backup vocal. She pretty much just matches. We pretty much sing the same thing.
Great.
She's been going really cool. She's got a really great voice. Really cool, like natural. She can just do like natural harmonies, which I can't sing a harmony for anything. Like if I try, I just get lost. But I'll just start singing something, and she won't sing what I'm singing. She'll sing the harmony to it without even hearing it. I'm just like, this is crazy.
Wow. Can't wait to hear that.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Sounds great. So, do you want to play a song for us?
Sure, yeah. I don't know if I should stand up or maybe I'll just sit down. I don't know.
Whatever's best.
All right, cool. I'm going to do just a little instrumental thing that we usually open the shows with.
Great.
I don't know if this is going to be too loud. Maybe we'll do a test. And you tell me if this is blowing up everything, if this is too loud.
I can always adjust it if need be, so it's all right.
All right, let's see. Too loud?
No, it's good.
Fine?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, here we go.
Bravo. That was great.
All right, cool.
Love it. It's really beautiful too.
Thank you.
It seems like it could be part of a soundtrack to me for a movie.
Ooh, there might be a little bit in there that is.
I love that.
I might have borrowed a little bit from The Hobbit.
Oh, wow. Wasn't expecting that. That's amazing. So, this is the Halloween special. And since it is, I know Halloween is your favorite holiday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, what are some of your favorite movies?
Oh God. All the Halloweens, Michael Myers ones for sure. Yeah, those ones always. I definitely watched those when I was too young to watch them. So those are the ones that like actually scared me really bad as a kid. I don't know which one I saw first. Maybe 4, Halloween 4, and yeah, it was just like babysitter was like, "Here, you can watch this." I was like, "Okay." Probably like 6 or 7. It was just like, this is horrifying. But then I just was obsessed with them.
So,
what else? I don't know. I like going through just like the funny 80s ones. They just make me feel good watching those. Like I'll watch them all winter, all summer. 976 Evil's a really good one. It's just real goofy, and I really like
campy ones.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Also, as I'm getting older, I can't remember which one I watched the other night, but it was like actually scary. And then I had nightmares, and I was just like, "Oh, I don't know if I can handle the real scary ones anymore."
What was it about?
What was it? I think it was. Oh, man, I'll have to. It'll probably come to me. It was just one of the ones where it's like too real, like something that could actually happen. It's too stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the goofier ones.
Yeah, I don't like the really gory, like blood guts all over kind. I like the more psychological ones, or the kind of campy ones. Even if those have like zombie or blood and gore, at least they're kind of like goofy, so it makes it kind of offsets the scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you feel like any of those influence your music at all?
Oh yeah, for sure. Soundtracks. Horror movies and just like, and a lot of movies or I love a soundtrack. I really do. Or just I don't know, like something about I like seeing with hearing. I love a really good music video. I'm excited to make ours because it's not gonna have a story or anything. I just want it to look really good. I've always been obsessed with the Vaseline on the lens thing.
Oh, awesome!
Foggy, so I want to do some stuff like that. But yeah, but soundtracks. I always love soundtracks. So like, yeah, if there's a movie I like and like just makes you feel a certain way, like puts you in a mood, I definitely like that, and I remember it, and remember the way like something made me feel hearing it for the first time while seeing it in a movie. Like scores. I love the original. Well, not the original, the '90s, my original Batman movie.
Oh, cool.
With Jack Nicholson, because I watched that when I was a kid too, and just like the score for that movie is just so like. It's just like, oh, this is great.
Very cool. So, do you play guitar every day?
Yeah. Yeah. We on vacations where I can't bring it, I almost get a little anxious, like my crutch, my thing.
I feel that way too sometimes. It takes me some time to unwind and relax and not be obsessed about working, like making my jewelry. So feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry. But yeah, I get it. When you don't have that creative outlet, it gets kind of um,
Yeah.
uneasy sometimes.
Love your jewelry so much, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
I
Thank
love
you.
all the purple. Purple's like, mm.
We gotta get you some some purple. Cool. So let's see now. Fast shoot some things. What do you think about like some younger people that are starting up in music, or people that are changing their creative path? Do you have any advice for them at all?
I love seeing it for sure, and seeing things that I don't know, that I'm not familiar with, like bands that sound, you know, I just I'm mainly like just like rock and roll guitar, but like when I go see like younger people that are playing something, it's just like I don't know how they're coming up with this. I don't know what the reference is, but I love it so much. And it's like, yeah, it's awesome to see. Man, that's what you want. Things to keep moving forward. People to keep reinventing stuff.
Right.
Um, Advice, honestly, like cheesy, but just like I would say, just have fun. If it's not fun, go find someone else who you are having fun with. Because that was like my biggest thing. Being in bands, if it's fun at the beginning and then it gets not fun, then I'll just be like, well, okay, that was good enough for me. Moving on. And then if you find a good group of people, just like go, don't stop, go crazy. If everybody's on the same page and it's fun and feels good and right, yeah, just like don't sleep on that. Like move on it for sure. Which is like why my band that I have now finally, they're the best people I've ever played with, and it's yeah, it just feels great.
That's great to hear. So, the future of music looking like with all the technology stuff that we have going on, the AI and all of that. Do you feel like that there's still a viable future for musicians up against AI?
For sure, because um, I think specifically for people who want to create music, um, you want to feel it. Like you want to feel the emotion that it makes you feel, or you want to take an emotion that you feel, put it into it, and hopefully someone else can experience that human part of it for sure. Like there's nothing like that to me. It's it's my favorite thing, my favorite feeling to be able to go see a band and feel some kind of emotional um, change or reaction, or to hopefully make someone else feel something.
That live, the live connection, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, it makes me think about what you were talking about with the Queen
Oh,
concert, how they had the hologram of Freddie.
yeah.
How did that look? Was he the normal size of a person, or how was it?
I couldn't really tell because I couldn't really see from where we were.
Yeah.
But I I think he was normal size, maybe a tiny bit exaggerated, but it was like a hologram or like some screen or something. But it was like it was funny too because I wasn't trying to like ruin the show for the people I was with, but like the second I could hear something happen, I was like, oh god, I know Freddy's coming out. Like I know what they're gonna do right now. But yeah, it was so cool. They had him come out twice, where Brian May played "Love of My Life" by himself on acoustic, and then they had Freddie sing the last couple lines with him,
Oh,
which was just like crushing. And then they had Freddie come out later to do the call and response thing that he did with the crowd, and
Wow.
like, you get to do it with them. It's so cool.
Wow. Yeah, I see a lot of these concerts today, like the big stadium concerts, or even some of the smaller ones have all of these holographic projections and everything looks so three-dimensional and real and um, uh, do you prefer a smaller venue for yourself as far as playing? So
I
that
do. I
you
like a
don't have all
small,
that
yeah, I like a
weirdness?
small room where I honestly prefer it if there's like a bar that's just like a hall almost, because then like that's it. You're there for the show and you can't get away from it.
What's the biggest venue you've played?
Ooh, I'm gonna let me get him to be quiet.
Sure. So the biggest venue.
Ooh, biggest venue. Ooh, it would have to. I know it would have to have been going on tour with Warren, with His Name's Alive for sure. Maybe the what's called the Echoplex in Los Angeles.
And how did that feel?
Crazy. Yeah, that whole um getting to do that, or getting asked by Warren to go on to be in the band, record on the two albums, and then do like the tour. The tour blew my mind like nothing else ever, because getting to play crazy great places with awesome bands, and then just like literally seeing parts of the country I've never been to and never seen, and it was just like, I just felt like I was just like, oh, it's so cool.
And do you know how many different venues you played for that tour?
Oh, let's see if I can count them. We split it up. We did the East Coast run in the winter, and we did. I might forget some. What did we do? I can't remember what we did first when we did the East Coast. I know we did New York, and that blew my mind because I'd never been to New York, which is hilarious. I just hadn't. But that was really cool. Cool place. Cool place we played. Just like getting to see the city for the first time was really cool. And then like when we did the East Coast one, we did, because we're in Detroit, Ohio, down Louisiana, and then like across Texas, and then just did the whole big loop. It was crazy. It was so cool.
Which album was that for?
That was for the first one or the second one. Been the first one that I was on.
Was it Patterns of Light?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was a whole experience I'd never had before. It was great.
And did you go on there was one in 2019 in New York to Brooklyn. Did you go to that one?
No, I didn't. I wasn't able to do 2019. No, I just went to the one time, which would have been 7 years ago.
It's hard to remember, isn't it? It's so hard to know what year we're in anymore. It's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, we did little one-off shows here and there in New Mexico and Pennsylvania, just like random like weekend ones that were really cool too. Really fun.
What was your favorite area to go to, what town or whatever city?
I really liked Portland a lot. I'd never been. It was just good vibe. Everybody was really nice. And
Oregon or Maine?
Oregon, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I really liked it. The show was good. All the shows were great. It was really fun. And it was nice getting to do that with, people who had done it. Obviously Warren knows what to do when we get there. I didn't know what was going on. I was just like, oh, this is great.
Did you just feel like a tourist?
Mm-hmm.
That's fun.
I did a Halloween mug too.
Oh, what is it? I can't see because I don't have my glasses.
The book from Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. I love that one.
Mhm. Yeah, it was really nice getting to do that with yeah, like people who had done it, and they're laughing at me the whole time.
That must be kind of exhausting though, to go from show to show like that in different towns.
Yeah, I think I was just going on adrenaline.
You'd have to be, I guess.
So excited, yeah.
Fantastic. Let's see. So do you have any other kind of interests besides music that you do things right now? Besides sculpture and
Yeah, the sculpture thing I've been thinking about getting back into, and weirdly I'm having to focus on a thing that I haven't had to yet, which is like the business side of the band. Because like I said, I've just played in other people's bands forever, and like I just get to have fun and play guitar. But now it's like, okay, what do you do to put the record out? And you're gonna make a video. Who do you know, all the people you have to hire for editing and booking shows and all these things that I never had to deal with. So I've actually been liking that part of it though, and like learning from friends who've been doing it forever, the good way to go about things and like the smart way to handle it. I've been liking that.
good. It's good that you have help with that because it seems like a lot, like just doing things on your own, um, as far as if you're making a living off of your creative, whatever it is, you know, your music, me, my jewelry and my art. It seems like as artists, we have a hard time with that side of things with the business and trying to make a living with it and juggling just all the administrative stuff. So do you feel like you can handle all that stuff, or you've got to outsource and maybe hire some people?
I a little bit of both. Yeah, I mean, I like that it's. I kind of like that it's all falling on me because it's like, okay, I'm trying to make all this happen, but yeah, I definitely appreciate people's opinion and advice more than anything. Like friends who know it, and yeah, it just feels good to get that side of the world, that side of the I don't want to call it business because I don't want the band to become a business.
Right. Yeah, it's hard.
But that part of it, yeah.
So what's like the biggest motivation for you with your music?
I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what else I would be doing if I wasn't doing it, honestly.
It just feels like a part of you and you just have to.
Yeah, like yeah, if I wasn't doing it, I don't even know who I would be. Kind of weird to think about.
Yeah, well, I think that's a big deal as artists. If you're a real artist and a real creative person, um, that's just something that's sort of ingrained in your being where you have to just create something, put something out into the world.
Yeah.
Do you spend a lot of time um, kind of going back over the same material
Yeah.
and reworking and all that?
Yeah, to a negative degree a lot of times. Like I'm not like it has to be perfect, 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 but I want it to sound like it has to sound how I want it to sound, right? So I guess I have to do it again. And over and over. Warren's been really good. Warren's recording the album, which is amazing.
Fantastic.
And he's been the best about just do it. Like stop thinking about it, just do it. And you know what I mean? Like which I need to hear because otherwise I don't, I would keep working on something for so long that it would never come out.
Yeah, well, I think that's a lot of, as far as just all the artists I've talked to and musicians and everyone that creates, it seems like people get hung up on making things perfect and they don't always follow through because they're so focused and obsessed with what they think is going to be perfect.
Yeah.
So do you feel like Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say the funniest part about that I'll remind myself sometimes is like, okay, already no one's heard it or seen it, like whatever the art or the music. They already don't know what it is, so they don't know what perfect would be aside from the first time they hear it.
Exactly.
Like I have to tell myself that all the time. Like I'm just fighting with myself over this for no reason, and no one will know or care.
Yeah, we could be our own worst enemy sometimes.
Yeah, totally.
Because only you know what it is that you have as this perfect goal. No one can hear that or see it. So it's,
yeah.
Do you often feel like once you get it to where you want it to be, that you're getting a good feedback from other people?
Yeah. I don't know, it's weird, that part to me, to hear that. I mean, I want people to hear it for sure, but like, I don't know. I get I don't even know what the word is, like a little uncomfortable, like hearing about it or something.
Right. Yeah, I get that too. I think it's like a sort of imposter syndrome or something like that, where you like, I don't know, I just did it,
Yeah. Moving on, next thing.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing. I think that maybe some people that are just starting out, or they're maybe still on their creative path or whatever, that are watching this, they might get some kind of, I don't know, just a good positive outlook from what you're saying, just to just keep at it and follow through and just do it and not be so precious about it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, oh man, that would make me feel great, better than anything. Yeah.
Do you want to play another song?
Ooh, what should I do?
We have a little more time.
I can do something. I'll just do what I do every night, which is just mess around.
Okay, good.
Let this warm up for a second.
Okay, thank you.
Oh yeah.
I appreciate it. I'm sure everyone else will too. Bravo. Oh, wow. Can I see that guitar?
Oh, yeah.
What kind is it?
It's a
Wow.
Strat. This is the one I actually like pretty much learned on. It's had different stuff put on it
Incredible.
over the years, but this is the one I pretty much learned on.
So you've had this for decades.
Yeah.
Incredible.
My kids put some stickers on it that I can't take off now.
Aw,
I love it.
that's a good thing that you can't
Yeah.
take off. So how many guitars do you have?
At the moment, I have 2 electrics and 1 acoustic. I never really have a lot at once. I try a lot of them out, different ones here and there, but like this is like the main one that's been around forever, and I always just come back to this, and then anything else that's around is just like kind of messing around with for fun.
So I guess it comes down to being comfortable, because obviously that thing you've had it for, well, have you had it since you were like a young teenager or?
Yeah.
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 So you know it like
Yeah, it's
your body, I
very
guess.
comfortable, like literally comfortable too. Like it just feels right. Like if I try something else, I'm like, it feels weird.
How often do you have to change out the strings on that?
I try to do it. This is bad. I know I should do it more. I try to do it once a month. Once a month if there's no show. If there's a show, I'll definitely change them before a show. But yeah, I usually do at least once a month. But sometimes I forget, and then they get super dead and sound like they're made of wood. But these ones are pretty good right now.
Do you feel like any of that kind of weird, like they're worn out and they sound like wood, like you're saying? Do you feel like that can sometimes add to the sound in a positive way?
Yeah, I love that on acoustic. I don't like new sounding strings on acoustic. I don't know why. Actually, I think I do know why. When an acoustic, to me, when it has super bright strings, I don't know. I feel like that's all you can hear is like the high end. I like them when they're really dead because I do like a lot of finger picking on acoustic, and I think that the reason I like that sound so much is probably because of Nick Drake.
Do you play a fair amount of acoustic then?
I will not play it for a long time. Like I almost forget. And then when I have an idea that I really want acoustic, I'll only play acoustic for like a month straight, like every day. So it's kind of a weird thing. Yeah, I've never really like written on acoustic, like, well, at least not the majority. But then if I have an idea that I know I want to be something acoustic, then yeah, I'll just go full in for however long and not even touch the electric.
With the new album, is it all electric?
There's a little bit of acoustic. I almost did some not ballad. That's not the right word. I almost did some like kind of like interlude kind of sounding stuff with like no vocals. That I was kind of trying to do some more acoustic, but then we kind of decided like first album should just be
Yeah,
like,
make
boom,
a
boom,
punch. Yeah. So you mentioned early on about the band that was kind of like shoegaze.
Yeah, the first one. Yeah, younger. Yeah.
Have you kind of dabbled around in the different genres and sounds? And do you feel like they've influenced where you are now?
From back then, old ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely. There's a few bands from that I listened to back then that I might not have that I still like, but yeah, I don't know. During that, I was just like I was just like, I just want to do MC5 and go crazy, and
Makes sense to me.
yeah.
So, you any news about maybe when the album might be coming out or anything like that?
Oh, right, yeah. So there's nothing out yet. So, I mean, I hate to say that, but this is like the ground floor. I think maybe in the next month or two, it should be done. The all the recording and everything. And then yeah, we're gonna start figuring out how to release it, put it out, all that fun stuff, and then start putting stuff online. I don't know. I've never done that part of it, so it's like
new and exciting, right?
Yeah, there's some footage of us on like on YouTube and stuff from shows we played that's decent.
It is. I watched most of those videos.
Oh, cool.
And when I do the write-up for this, if you want, I can put the links in there.
Sure. That's about all that's out there for the band as of yet. Kind of exciting because it's like, it's coming.
Very exciting. Well, we'll definitely have to, when it does come out, I will kind of do a feature.
Cool.
So you can see that. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I don't want to take up much more of your time, but I really appreciate you coming on and
Thank you so much for having me.
Doing your whole Rocky Horror Tim Curry look. So good. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It's so cool.
I hope you have a great night.
Thank you too. Happy
Halloween. And happy Halloween. Happy Halloween.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.